In this, the final lesson will make quality control. There will always be some kind of mistakes. In the drawing, there are more than 3,000 objects, so some of them must be wrong. Not all of the mistakes that I have made might be the same as the ones you have made. So in this video, I'll be looking for the mistakes that I have made. Some of them might be the same as yours. There's something wrong with the shadow behind the wheel. So I zoom in. And I can see that it's the gradient doesn't show the parts of the car here. So I'll change that. So I'll open it, click on the shadow, and then I make it black. So select the color, black, and then I make it transparent instead of. A little bit more there. That's better. The transparent is a little bit dirty. That's because the black color needs some more colors here. So I make a rich black color. So it seems more clean. It's a little bit too dark now, so I give it a little bit more transparency all the way to 33, like that. Now it's good. I zoom out again and look for more mistakes. There's also one here behind the fender. You can see the side here, and you shouldn't. So I click on that shape, and here I select the plus pen and add a point there, and another one there. Now I select the minus pen and click on the corner point. So now it's behind the fender. I need the rounded rectangle too, so I can take with the direct selection tool, I select those points and drag them behind the fender. That one too, up there. And then there's just that here I make it, scale it upwards. Now it's hidden. I think there's too much contrast in the fender here. So I select the direct selection tool and click on that shape there. Needs to be a little bit darker, I think. So I double click, I select it with the tool, and I double click on the fill color over here. And then I select and look if I can find a more appropriate look. I think that's better there. Okay. I think the color is a little bit green, so I need to change it a bit. I do it in another way. I click on the shape, and then I use the eyedropper tool and pick up the blue color I have down here. And that's more like it. There's another place that also needs some correction. That's the bottom of the side here. There's too much contrast in those two. So I click on that shape, the blue one, and then the light one. Up in the top, you have recolor artwork, where you can change the colors, but you can also change how bright it is or how dark it is. That's a little bit better there. Need to change the gradient too. It's too bright, so I can move it with the gradient tool. Just turn it a little bit, like that. Move the white a little bit up. So I click on the shape in the middle and make it black completely. I click on the fill over here in the bottom, and it's black. This shape is too bright, so I want to make a blend of that one and that one. So I click on that shape and make sure it is in front. Arrange, bring to front. That one too. Arrange, bring to front. And I click on that shape and make it a lighter blue color. There's one here. That's gradient, shouldn't be that one. Then I select that one and the black and create a blend. It's only 6 steps, needs to be more. Put it 45 steps. Okay. That's a bit better. Zoom out to see the result. I think it's still too bright, that in the middle here. So I change it and move the gradient upwards like that. Now it's better. The front buildings to the left are also too dominant. So I zoom in on them and I click on the buildings and make a copy of them. Copy, and I paste in front. This copy, I use the Pathfinder panel and unite them. So they are all the same. Then I change the color to a blue one. I can find the blue one somewhere here, there. Now it needs some transparency, so I can experiment a little bit with that. And I zoom out to see the result. That's maybe too much, so I give it a little bit more transparency. Like that. That were some of the bigger mistakes, but changes at least. But there are some mistakes around here. Zoom in on the gull, and I can see it needs to be moved down onto the hood. So I click on the gull and move it down so it plays there. Then I can see here, there are some flaws here. I zoom in more and use the direct selection tool to drag the holes away. And here's one too. I can drag it like that. Then I pan by holding down the space bar, and I look for other mistakes of the similar kind. Not so many, so I zoom out again. When I take a look at it, I can see that the stripes, the blue and the orange, they don't seem to match here. So I need to edit those two. How can I do those changes? I can use the direct selection tool and click on that one, and I move that shape up a little bit. There's a white one in back, so I move that too. Now I can see the stripes that I need to remedy. They're too big a difference here, so I'll make them a little bit better. I take this one up, there, the orange, there, and the black, there, and the gray, there. That's better. This one, break up a little bit. There's a white one in the back. The blue is some. Yeah, that's good enough now. Here, take there, drag that behind that one. So that's what I can see now. These final touches completes the course. Thank you, and I'll be seeing you on the next course.